Hey everybody, it's Sally McDonald. We are back in my kitchen, and this time around we are talking about healthy meals. Now I gotta tell you, I am not the world's greatest cook, but I do want to share with you a few things that have worked for me and for my busy family. I like to try to cook with a lot of whole ingredients, and I like to make things very, very fast and meals that the whole family's gonna like. I have a 2-year-old, I have one on the way, so my toddler's obviously very picky, so we try to stick to things that we're all going to like. Several of my ideas, I do wanna give a shout out, come from a local mom, Amy Taylor, and she also started the company Green Peas and Blueberries Whole Life Wellness, so check her out for some other great ideas. But this is what we made tonight. And I don't know how appetizing this looks on camera, but this is just some frozen ravioli with some squash and zucchini and some pasta sauce, and that's it. The prep time was only 5 minutes. So all I did here was I layered pasta sauce, some of the frozen ravioli, a layer of the vegetables, repeated that, covered it, put it in the oven at 350 for 40 minutes. After that, took the cover off and kept it in the oven for about 20 minutes longer, and it was done. So really only an hour of cook time, 5 minutes of prep time, so you can still be with the kids while that's cooking. So that was a really easy meal. The other thing we like to do that we tried this week was grilling a bunch of chicken ahead of time. So my husband grilled a whole bunch of chicken one night, and that night we were able to eat it with sweet potato fries and some grilled vegetables, some tomato and okra, and then the next night we had plenty left over and we just threw it on a big salad, so I didn't have to cook that night, and that was wonderful. Let's take a look at my fridge and see what we have for the rest of the week. We have, let's see, a package of turkey sausage here. So I always like to keep some kind of turkey sausage or ground turkey on hand because there's so many things that you can make with that. I could mix it up with some whole grain pasta or a brown rice as a side. So as long as I have these two things on hand and some meat, I generally can figure out a meal to make with it. And then in the freezer, the main thing you're gonna see in my freezer is just a lot of frozen vegetables. We keep chopped broccoli on hand, lots of different blends. We tend to go through our fresh vegetables pretty quickly because we like to make green smoothies, so having some frozen vegetables on hand is always a good thing. And then finally, I've got a big bag of frozen shrimp here, and we could do shrimp tacos with these later in the week or something really simple. So again, I don't cook with a lot of ingredients, and I like to make the prep time on everything about 20 minutes or less so that I can enjoy more time with the family. But I would love to hear what you're making for dinner and some of your healthy recipes, so find me on Facebook or on Twitter at SallyMacFox26. Have a great day. Yeah. And what's that? Some grilled chicken?
Some grilled chicken.
And some, what is that over there? Squash, grilled squash, and then a few potatoes.
I think the potato.
That looks pretty good. Do you like it?
I got some.
Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Tonight we're sharing recipes with you guys, and I'm hoping that y'all will share back. Just use the hashtag #ByeByeBabyWeight and tell me some of your ideas to keep you cooking at home through the week and trying to stay healthy. Tonight we're doing grilled chicken. We do a lot of grilled chicken in our house. It's always easy and we almost always have it on hand. I like to get this box of chicken breasts. It's sold at HEB, at most of the HEBs. It's about $10 for the box, and each chicken breast is individually wrapped, so you can take out just as much as you want, and usually we cook the whole box at once just so we have it on hand. But it's usually individually wrapped, takes a few minutes to defrost in the microwave, which is what I'm doing with the chicken right now. And then from there, we'll make it, sometimes make all of it the same way with some kind of a marinade or some kind of seasonings. Let it marinate in the fridge. Today I am in a big hurry, and so I'm doing a quick throw together type idea. While that chicken breast is defrosting, I'll show you what it is. It's this Weber Just Add Juice. We like the Caribbean jerk. They're all pretty good. Actually, I've tried them all. But you literally just mix this packet with half a cup of orange juice in a big plastic bag, let it marinate in the fridge for like 30 minutes, and then you can just throw it all in the frying pan and grill it. And then while that's grilling, I'll do my vegetable, which today is gonna be asparagus, and we're gonna do some frozen vegetables as well because that's all I have on hand. It's Thursday, and so we start to kind of run out of food in our house by Thursday. So here's what I wanna know from you. What are some new ways to do grilled chicken? Because we do that a lot in our house, and I'm always looking for a new way to, or a new, some kind of spice or some way to marinate it. Also, what vegetables do you choose? And that kind of keeps us on track when we cook a lot at once. So we'll cook probably 6 chicken breasts, and I'll be able to use that for a grilled chicken sandwich tomorrow for lunch when I get home. And then we'll chop it up, put it on a big salad with a bunch of vegetables, carrots and peppers, green peppers and red peppers, and onions. Anyway, you name it, but I'm just looking for some inspiration from you guys, and hopefully this is an easy idea maybe you haven't thought of before. Sometimes when you're in a pinch, you can, you don't have to be creative, just grab the packet, you got orange juice on hand, throw it together, and it actually comes out really good. So I'm gonna go get the chicken, and I'll be back in a second to show you how it turns out. All right, so in the last few minutes, I finished prepping all of the chicken, and I let it sit in the refrigerator for about a half an hour, so we've got our chicken marinating. Caribbean chicken already smells really good. This seasoning actually smells awesome. So it's marinating in the orange juice and the seasonings. And I've also gotten my little bulgur and red quinoa measured off, and I've got the water already boiling here in my little pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that start cooking because it takes about 10 minutes for that to cook. And so while that's just, I'm gonna kind of stir it as I go along with the chicken, which I use just a little bit of olive oil. I probably use about a tablespoon of olive oil usually, and sometimes I cook with coconut oil and it's a little bit healthier for you. Between you and me, it's just a little more expensive, so I just use it in, here and there. I try to just kind of mix it up a little bit. And I've also gotten all of the, hold on, that's really hot. Let me get a, okay. I've also gotten the asparagus ready. I like to rinse it. There we go. I like to rinse it, and then I take it in my hands. I should have kept one of these whole to show you in case you've never cooked asparagus, but I'll take a whole piece and hold it like this in my hand, and here usually the end is here. Pop off all the ends. It usually has like a natural break. I actually throw those away and I didn't use them because they're a little bit hard. And then move your hand up to the portion minus the end and break that in half, and then that's how I get my whole pan of asparagus. Those don't cook as long. I do like to throw on just a little bit of olive oil. I just kind of do like once around the pan, and then I'll also put some garlic in there. I like garlic and olive oil with my asparagus, and that's it. I like them kind of plain, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper. What else can I show you really quick? Okay, so I'm gonna start grilling the chicken, and we'll check back in a few minutes. Also, I wanted to introduce you, how rude of me, to my helper here. Here, I had to grab my little chair and bring it into the kitchen because Abby was wanting to help and say hello to everyone. Say hi, Abby. We just had a little fit, so you can probably see her tears. So in between juggling the chicken, I had to run over and grab Abby. There she is. Hi, sweet girl. Can you say hi? I know you got all these toys hanging in your face. Hold on, let me fix this. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not very well prepared. Okay. Say hey, little girl. Are you helping Mama cook? Are you being sweet? Yeah, there's a little smile. You see yourself on the iPad? You do? Who's that? Who's that little girl? Oh, now the dog's coming over too. Okay, let me check back in just a second and we'll get caught back up here. All right, so supper is moving along nicely. It's been about 10 minutes. I've been grilling the asparagus and the chicken. Wanted to take a break and tell you guys that one other thing that we do at our house, there's only 2 of us that are eating full meals right now. It's just my husband and I. So what we'll do with the leftovers is we bought some containers. They all fit the same size lid, so it makes it really easy to get the to-go containers. And as soon as this is done, I'll put it right on the plate, and I'll put the rest portioned out into to-go containers for lunch tomorrow or for dinner tomorrow, depending. So it makes it really easy to just have all of this on hand. I'll let it, kind of cool off, pop the lid on, throw it in the fridge, it's ready to go for tomorrow morning. And I'll grab a bunch of fruits on the fridge too. Like I'll grab a banana, an apple, and a box of raisins, or a granola bar, or a boiled egg, and shoot out the door, and I'm good to go for the day without having to stop and buy lunch, without having to stop and buy breakfast, without having to stop at all. So it makes it really helpful, and I feel like the cost saving value is definitely worth the time to put in. This really only took about a half an hour altogether. I mean, I had to actually marinate the chicken. You can do that the day before, and that helps a lot too if you can kind of plan some. So These are coming along nicely. I put a little garlic sea salt on the asparagus. Just a little bit of that, and also some fresh ground pepper. And I'm also going to throw in just a little bit of garlic powder. Put some garlic in there as well, and there we go. Just a little bit. We love garlic over here, so a little bit of garlic powder too. So easy. Chicken's almost done, so I'm going to pop all this on plates and show you what it looks like. I'm also going to go ahead and about 5 more minutes probably for all this to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and start microwaving the frozen vegetables. It's just a mix of vegetables, so I'll show you that as well, just to give us a little something extra and to kind of make the meal go a little bit farther when we make it for leftovers. So we'll check back in a minute. Oh, and by the way, my helper has now, here I'll show you, now spit out the pacifier. We're just totally enthralled with watching Mom scurry around the kitchen. Are you happy? Are you much happier than earlier? Can you smile? We're drooling a lot, so that's why we have the bib on pretty much 24/7 right now, because we're going through outfits like crazy. Are you having fun? Yeah? You like to cook, Abby? Say hi. All right, we'll check in with you guys in a minute when everything's all done. Okay, say thanks for watching. Use hashtag #ByeByeBabyWeight and share your recipes. While that's finishing up and the vegetables are in the microwave, I wanted to show you another idea. I always say drink a lot of water, try and get as much water down as you can. I drink water the whole time I was cooking. One way to make it a little more fun, interesting, and kind of help the digestive tract is to throw a lime or lemon in there. So I always keep a bowl of fresh limes and lemons ready and rinsed off in the refrigerator. And I found this little guy for like $1 on clearance at Target. So I'll do a whole lemon, a whole lime, go ahead and hand juice it, and then split it up among a couple of cups of water. And anyway, it's pretty refreshing, especially when it's so hot outside and water gets really boring. So I think this is a pretty good investment, and we are constantly grinding out fresh lime and fresh lemon and throwing it in our water. So maybe it's another idea to kind of spice up that plain old glass of water. All right, so that's dinner at our house. We've got our chicken, the good protein there, a lot of vegetables here. We've got the bulgur with the quinoa, so a lot of different food groups here. Hopefully you can see a good shot of that. Frozen veggies, chicken, and asparagus. Really, honestly, it took me about a half an hour to do all of this, minus marinating the chicken that I did separately for about a half an hour. So happy cooking at your house. Good luck to you, and I hope that you'll share some recipes with me as well. As you can see, I'm not the best cook in the world. I don't get very creative in the kitchen, but hey, it's pretty good, and it lasts us a while, and we can get a couple good meals out of it. So hopefully you feel inspired. Don't forget, use the hashtag #ByeByeBabyWeight on Twitter. And you can also follow me on Facebook and share ideas there as well. If that's easier for you, just go to Facebook and type in Michelle Merhar, Fox 26 Traffic Authority. And on Twitter, I'm Fox 26 Michelle. All right, see you guys online. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what you have to share.